All right, here we go. Setting up, setting up. Then we send the link to our moms and post it on the Facebooks. All right, here we go. My mom says, send me the link, please. I already got a text message. Okay. Posting and posting and sending to mothers. And here's for your mom. Okay. There we go.
So this is the link that will back.
It's the live link, and then if like she starts watching it in half an hour, she can skip to the beginning. And if she starts watching it tonight, yeah, she may have to like rewind it. But I'm sure like.
But it'll be on there tonight.
Yeah, it's on there right now.
Sick.
Yeah.
But I mean, she can watch it later from the same link.
Yes, she can watch it later from the same link. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, your mom can watch it later. So welcome to my talk show. My first question for you, Paige, is what's not wrong with your life?
Well, that is a good question. Yeah. But
what's not wrong?
I'm pleased to say I have a couple answers. First of all, you may notice this is from my background. I do want to highlight to all the listeners out there that this is not a Zoom background. These are actual trees behind me. I'm here in Portland, Oregon. I've got a nice backyard with a porch and some tree coverage. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to work till about 4 o'clock today and then go paddleboarding. I've been doing some social D'ing, alone with my beer and my board and my fishing pole like a good redneck from Georgia. Got this cat over here, and I haven't gotten fired yet, which is pretty dope.
That's awesome. Are you still working at the same place where we work together?
I am not, actually. I am working for a county as a housing and public health and behavioral health lobbyist. So lots to do right now during a pandemic. Turns out a lot of people are like at risk of eviction, and there's some pretty heavy mental health challenges and public health challenges out there. But I am here and safe and healthy. And Krista, you know very well also that I am pretty averse to feelings. But guess what? I had a first Hinge date on the day before everything here shut down. And we're in love. No big deal.
Good for you. That's awesome.
Hey, thanks.
You have a socially distanced love.
No, I wouldn't say. Well, that's a little TMI for the viewers here. But how are you?
Your mom's watching.
Yeah.
Well, I'm all right. But that actually, now that we've done that part, you get to watch the theme song with me. This is the part where we play the theme song.
Oh boy.
I know. You should be excited. I'm glad that you are. It is a miracle of video craftsmanship. Here it comes. Give it a second. I promise. I think.
Nice cat.
Thanks. There's a spot for that too. Don't worry. Here it goes.
Welcome to Krista's new talk show. It's really something, don't you know? There's a friend and maybe there's a cat. Maybe they'll take some time to chat. Her mother thinks she's funny. Her mother thinks she's funny. Her mother thinks she's funny. And maybe you will too.
Are you ready for this?
So that's that. Thanks so much for being here today on this episode of My Mother Thinks I'm Funny. I have my very special guest and friend, Paige Spence, who is a public interest lawyer, a cat enthusiast. Thanks for being here, Paige.
Hey, Krista. Thanks for having me. Good to see you.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed that theme song. Now is your opportunity as well. For this next segment, is there a cat near you? If so, please introduce us to your cat.
Oh, now, I hope this isn't a little distracting because here I gotta go. But in fact, we've had some quite the cat drama this morning.
Ooh.
This is Leon coming in.
Leon, where are you? The moving was... Ooh.
That's a little bitch. And the cat has been tormenting him a lot this morning, and he's just kind of taking it. So
Oh, okay. Well, hi, Leon. Nice to see you.
he's over there now.
Yeah, that's fine. It's nice you have shade. Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems very nice. So I'm talking to people about their moments, right? Something where it was like maybe kind of a mundane realization, positive or negative, but just something that happened to them that made them say, huh, do you have a moment?
I feel like a lot of people, there's probably too many of them because there's a lot of moments going on in the world.
It's a time of introspection.
Yeah, thinking back, given that I was just reading this morning about, our fearless leaders' upcoming rally in Tulsa amid spiking rates, I was thinking about just a few weeks ago when he was busy saying we could all shine a beautiful light in ourselves and inject ourselves with that sweet, sweet bleach. And I was like, I don't think I'll inject myself in bleach, but this might be the time to take up heroin.
I mean, everybody's got to live their own lives and be their best selves, and if that's how it works for you.
Yeah, I haven't actually found any yet, but I'll keep you posted.
Sweet. Let us know about this journey. Write a blog about it. Become a Pulitzer-winning journalist.
I think the problem with heroin is that it takes all of those things that we can usually do, like blogging, and it makes us go, I'm going to sleep instead. So again, it was a moment, maybe not necessarily like a journey of life that I'm planning on really spiraling into, but to each his own, eh?
Moments don't have to be big. It can be any kind of small realization you've got.
Well, Krista, I'll give you a second one.
Oh, okay.
This one's a lot lighter here. The world seems pretty heavy. Last night on the internet, saw a $356 plane ticket to go from here in Portland, Oregon to Bali, Indonesia. And I was like, travel's probably not a thing in October, but these tickets are usually over $2,000. I think I'll buy one. And then the worst case scenario is I've got some, $350 in flight credit to be used at a later date. So I thought, I'll buy that ticket. And I did.
And maybe you'll go to Indonesia and maybe you won't. I feel like
that'll be a
in October,
episode.
Indonesia is going to be way better off than we are.
Turns
like,
out.
You're going to put the people of Indonesia at risk.
Which is the last thing I would want to do in all seriousness, thinking about, white people. Oh, cat fight. You hear that in the background?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Back to our show.
Yeah, no, but hey, if it's fine.
Yeah, we'll see. In the meantime, Krista, I'll just be here taking care of this sweet little helpless.
Oh, poor Leon.
That was dumb as a bag of rocks, that one.
So we have a joke from your mom to watch.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty excited about it. I don't watch the jokes beforehand, so I get to watch it live. Here we go. This is your mom.
It is. Her name's Mary Jo. She lives in Georgia.
You're from Georgia.
Yes.
I have never been to the South.
Well,
I was in North Carolina
boy, do
once,
I have a taste of the South for you.
Okay. Well, I'm excited. Let's watch this.
There once was a man from Kentucky who considered himself very lucky. Meth in the morning, dinner at McDonald's, and even he won't vote for Mitch McConnell.
What?
Now, I want to say there was a very important text message I received accompanying that video where she said, I made this up just for you. To which I thought, yeah, I bet, because that's a pretty niche humor right there.
It really is. Can you explain it or like walk us through it piece by piece?
No,
It starts off
no,
like a limerick, but it doesn't rhyme.
I think she was saying McConnell rhymes with McDonald's. And you know, Mitch McConnell's from Kentucky, and it is an election year. You know, I'd say that Mary Jo is, you know, she's a good Southern girl, but she's also like a good person. So, you know, she doesn't tend to embody some of the like racist, homophobic values, if you will, that a lot of Southerners do. So I think she finds herself often around these people who are like, yeah, you know, person's done this terrible thing and that terrible thing, but goddamn if they ain't still a Republican, so I'm gonna vote for them. So I think she's, you know, trying to probably find some brightness in there, and she, like me, is perhaps hoping that Mitch McConnell maybe won't get voted for again in November. But you know, I have to say the joke was recorded like 2 days ago, which is even funnier now in light of the police officer at McDonald's who's like, oh, they took my food, they made too long, I'm a cop, I'm being treated so unfairly. So you know, maybe the McDonald's reference was like before
Even more
its
topical.
time.
Yeah. Well, it was certainly quite epic. So I'm just loving mom jokes on here because they're different than dad jokes, but it's a very subtle, I don't know, like trying to figure out what that difference is. But this one,
Well,
I think a great example of a mom joke.
You know, it is. And gosh, if we had another 13 seconds on this show, she did send 2 jokes. And the second one, I have to say, I was hesitant to play because it's mentions police officers. And like, again, you know, we don't like those guys that much. But it's also got some nice Southern gender role embodiment in it. So I'll leave it up to your discretion, Krista, if we have time for one more.
Hey, we can do that. I don't have a time limit on the show. No, I just kind of do the thing. All right, which one is it? It's this one. Okay, we see this? You can see it?
Oh, I sure can.
Okay, here we go.
A police officer jumps into a squad car and radios the station. I have a very interesting case here, he says. A woman shot her husband for stepping on the floor she just mopped. Have you arrested her? Asked the sergeant. No, the floor's still wet.
That's
I sent my mom a screenshot of her expression right at the end of that because I found it quite amusing.
You want me to send one, or you did?
I did, and I did go to super exciting. You know, retail's open up here in Oregon, so I went to a mattress store the other day with the other half, the guy, and there was like a bed frame on rollers, and the store guy is talking about the differences of these, you know, just standard bed frames, and the rollers lock and whatnot. And Dan starts asking, well, does the bed move on the rollers? Because that's not anything that anybody wants. But the man doesn't quite seem to get the innuendo that Dan's putting down, and he says, well, I don't know if it moves. You know, the lady would be the one to need to vacuum behind it. So that sounds like a question for my wife. What do you do with that? We don't live together. I'm certainly not going to be vacuuming behind this bed. And I feel like I got to go rescue the mattress man's wife.
I would want to see like that episode of a sitcom, like where someone just tries to rescue the mattress man's wife. Like, I want to see that.
Let me
That's
get in
the
touch
plot.
with the Portlandia producers and see if they're like maybe willing to, you know, get a special episode going.
Yeah, sounds good.
It could be the new Free Melania.
So, does your mom think you're funny?
You know, she actually does, Krista. I'm so glad you asked. You know, this isn't the first time actually this year or even this spring, it's still spring, that my mom has really come through on a comedic project for me. I turned 35 years old on Friday, March 13th, the day that the national emergency for COVID was declared, like no big deal. And we 10 friends set sail in cars, so driving sails, to the coast to film a short horror movie. And it's for a film festival here in Portland, Oregon in the fall, if there's film festivals or whatnot. But there were 3 props that we had to have in the film, one being a velvet painting. And so my mother obliged, of course, and sent me a beautiful velvet painting complete with instructions and pre-cut lines in the cardboard canvas to smash it over someone's head. And I'll tell you, the curse of the velvet painting and the haunted nipples on that portrait, it was a little scary, but pretty hilarious. And I had to say, I think my mom got a kick out of the 10-minute version of this video, which is available on YouTube. So I'll make sure to post a link following our conversation.
Good. I'm glad. Your mom is supportive of you're not a comedian, but your mom is supportive of your artistic and comedic
Krista, I like to say I'm not a comedian, but I'm also not a square. So during these trying times, we have to try to inject some humor into it, and I think I do a pretty good job. I'm actually going to see my mom in 2 or 3 weeks, so I might wait to show her this YouTube video we're doing here until we're in person and be like, surprise!
Are you going down to Georgia, or is she coming up to Oregon?
Oh boy, am I going down. Wow. Devil went down to Georgia, am I right?
Hey, you left a while ago.
I did. Yep. Been gone since 2010. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go visit my fam in Georgia. I've been enjoying making fun of my sister and brother-in-law who make a lot more money than I do. Yet they're the ones that have been living at my parents' house for 3 months, because they've got a toddler and are working from home in a small condo in Philadelphia. So they took the cats and the babe and have been chilling at my parents' house. And then I'm going to go to Charleston, South Carolina, hang out with my aunt's family, lay on that sweet, sweet beach, and swim in like 84-degree ocean water, which, given that I've been scuba diving here in like 50-something degree water over the last few months, is going to be quite nice.
Oh, yeah. It's cold here, too. We have near us the Canadian Riviera, which unfortunately, of course, is closed right now. Yes, but it's this lovely little beachy town area where everyone comes down from French Canada and just is on the beach. It's amazing.
What is it actually called? The Canadian Riviera? I mean,
that is the joke name. It's
Riviera.
called it's called. I mean, that's the joke name, right? It's Old Orchard Beach. It's fantastic.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, highly recommend.
One thing I didn't mention about this boyfriend that I have, I don't know why I put it in quotes, it was real weird, but Quebecois, Canadian. Oh. Yeah, I'll have to ask him if this fits into his recollection. He's going to love that I tell this story, but one of the very few sort of what's it like growing up in Canada things. I can confirm that in his younger years, him and his friends did drive across the United States border just to go to Taco Bell.
Wow. Huh.
No Taco Bells in French Canada.
I wouldn't think of that.
Fucking baguettes. Oh, can I curse on the show? Sorry.
Well, you just did, so it doesn't matter now. I discovered bag milk recently. Canadians have bag milk.
No.
Yeah. Yes. Their milk doesn't come in cartons or plastic gallons. It comes in plastic bags.
Is this an environmental thing, for...
I don't know. And it doesn't seem to be everywhere in Canada, but it is fairly widespread. And people have little special containers that they put the bag in the fridge. So you put the bag in this special pitcher that you have.
Ooh.
It is fascinating. You should ask him about it. See if he has bag
If I ever
milk.
see him again, I will. Yeah.
So what are you working on right now that you want to promote, right? You talked about the project that you're doing. Anything else that you want to promote that you have been working on that you want to talk about?
Work?
Anything.
Or...
It doesn't matter. Project. What do you want to plug? What do you want to promote? What do you want to talk
about? Okay, well, I've been playing a lot of PlayStation now. I'm turning into a bit of a gamer. See, I usually involve my free time, and I've been doing some diving, don't get me wrong, but it's hard to really not be able to plan for the big next thing in our life right now. can't recommend enough virtual reality, man. Hell yeah, brother. I tell you, yeah. Been playing a lot of PlayStation, playing Batman, and beating up bad guys. Playing Just Dance 2020, where you get to do your like super cool workouts. That's what I would recommend. That's my plug. Do your workouts, guys. It's really easy. I slept 11 hours last night for no good reason at all. Got plenty of work to do today, but just kept sleeping. And it's even really nice out. But do your workouts. I'm finding it so easy to be lazy. I don't care whether it's Just Dance 2020 on your PlayStation 4 with your super dorky VR headset, or a bicycle, or even chasing your cat around the yard. But make sure that you're taking some free time to do your stretches and your workouts. And make sure you're jumping rope every day.
Yeah, do your morning calisthenics. I love saying like calisthenics and daily constitutional. I love daily constitutional as a term because it sounds like it's one thing, but it's not. It's just going on a walk.
Constitutional, because I'm not familiar with the term. I do love.
It's like some weird like
calisthenics.
Yeah, no, it's just some weird like 19th century term for like going on a walk. It's just a walk. It's a daily constitutional. Is like for your health. It's
Absolutely.
just a walk. I'm like, amazing.
To your health, Krista.
To yours. So the other thing I've been asking people is about how they're engaging their impulses and doing the random things. It sounds like you did one with buying a plane ticket to Bali. But anything else that you're doing where you like had an impulse to do something and you didn't second guess yourself and you just did it?
Yeah, went to a bar 3 hours away from our county, because Multnomah County, where I live in the city of Portland, it's county by county reopening here. And our county is like, 20% of the population's here, a lot of difficulties in contact tracing, lots of languages and cultural barriers, things like that. So probably better if we keep it under lock. Well, I'm one of those people that, I'm like, oh, but I need something to do. So we went on a camping trip on a river a few hours away, and the very next morning, the bars were open, and I got a burger and a few beers, and then a safe ride home.
Good. You're wearing your mask.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, with that, I'm going to play the little outro. That's right. This is a professional production.
It's so good to talk to you, Krista. Thank you so much for having me on your show. I can't wait to watch the first 16 episodes and encourage all your listeners to do the same.
You are very welcome. Thank you for being on my show. It's nice to talk to you as well. I like talking to people that I like. It's amazing. It's just this little thing that you can do.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. So thanks for being here, Paige.
Thanks, Krista.
Bye.